Russia is being hacked on a massive scale. The country has become a target like never before, from IT army DDoS attacks to custom malware. The orders are given out like clockwork. Every day, often around 5 a.m. local time, a new list of targets is posted to the Telegram channel that houses Ukraine's unprecedented IT army of hackers. Since the beginning of the war, the volunteer group has been knocking Russian websites offline with wave after wave of distributed denial of service (DDoS) attacks, which flood websites with traffic requests and render them inaccessible. The IT army has targeted Russian online payment services, government departments, aviation companies, and food delivery services in its attempt to disrupt daily life in Russia. According to a post from the Telegram channel's government-backed operators, Russians have noticed problems with TV streaming services today. This comes after the Telegram channel claimed in mid-April that it had been hacked. The actions of the IT army were only the beginning. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine at the end of February, the country has been subjected to unprecedented levels of hacking activity. Hacktivists, Ukrainian forces, and outsiders from all over the world have targeted Russia and its businesses as part of the IT army. DDoS attacks dominate the action, but researchers have discovered ransomware designed specifically for Russia and have been looking for bugs in Russian systems that could lead to more sophisticated attacks. The attacks on Russia are a stark contrast to recent history. Many cybercriminals and ransomware groups have ties to Russia but do not specifically target the country. It is now being opened. Russia is usually thought of as one of those countries where cyber attacks originate but do not end, says Stefano de Blasi, a cyber threat intelligence analyst at security firm Digital Shadows. DDoS was relentless at the start of the war. According to an analysis conducted by the Russian cybersecurity firm Kaspersky, record levels of DDoS attacks were recorded during the first 3 months of 2022. DDoS was used by both Russia and Ukraine to try to disrupt each other, but Russia's efforts were more innovative and sustained. Ukrainian tech companies have turned the puzzle game 2048 into a simple way to launch DDoS attacks, and they have developed tools that allow anyone, regardless of technical knowledge, to join in on the action. The more we use attack automation tools, the stronger our attacks, reads a message sent on March 24 to the IT Army Telegram channel. The channel's operators advise users to use VPNs to conceal their location and avoid the DDoS protection of their targets. The IT Army launched its own website near the end of April, which includes technical guides as well as a list of whether its targets are still online or have been taken down. We've made some good strong hits, and a lot of websites don't work, Dmytro Buterin, CEO of Ukrainian cybersecurity startup Hacken, says. When the war began, Buterin and his colleagues modified one of the company's anti-DDoS tools, Disbalancer, so that it could be used to launch DDoS attacks. According to Kaspersky analysis, the number of DDoS attacks has returned to normal levels around the world as the war has progressed, but the attacks are lasting longer, hours rather than minutes. The longest lasted more than 177 hours, or more than a week, according to the researchers. Attacks continue regardless of their effectiveness, according to Kaspersky analysis. The U.S. government added Kaspersky to its list of national security threats on March 25. The company expressed disappointment with the decision. On March 15, Germany's cybersecurity agency issued a warning against using Kaspersky software, but did not go so far as to outright prohibit it. According to the company, the decision was not made on a technical basis. DDoS, according to Buterin, has been useful in assisting Ukrainians to contribute to the war effort in ways other than fighting, and both sides have improved their attacks and defense. He admits that DDoS may not have a significant impact on the war. It doesn't have a lot of effects in terms of the end goal, which is to stop the war, Buterin says. Since Russia's full-fledged invasion began, the country's hackers have been caught attempting to disrupt Ukraine's power systems, deploying wiper malware, and launching predictable disruption attacks against the Ukrainian government. However, Ukrainian officials now claim that there has been a decrease in activity. The quality has recently decreased because the enemy cannot prepare as much as they were able to prepare, Yuri Shahal, the head of Ukraine's cybersecurity agency, the State Service for Special Communication and Information Protection, said on April 20 in a statement. The enemy is now primarily focused on protecting themselves, as it has been discovered that their systems are also vulnerable, Shahal explained.